How to avoid pit-stained shirts. No matter what I do, my new t-shirts get permanent pit stains on them after 6-8 months of very casual wear, think once a month. I tried spraying the pits with Resolve pre-treat before wash, which just delayed the onset slightly. I use antiperspirant as my armpits sweat quite easily. I'm tired of basically having to constantly replace my shirts or just only wearing the nice ones on special occasions. Any help would be appreciated. I switched to Arm Hammer Advance unscented antiperspirant and no longer get pit stains. Spray the pits of the shirts with hydrogen peroxide until quite wet. Sprinkle on some baking soda. Lightly spray again with hydrogen peroxide. Let it sit for a while, up to overnight, but keep spritzing to keep it damp. Wash as normal. Repeat if stain persists. Repeat occasionally to prevent stains. Edit: yeah, don't do this to your actual pits, do it to the pits of the shirts. Soak shirts for 90 minutes with OxiClean. Then do wash load with OC. Adhesive dress shields. Buy online. They are fuzzy fabric stickers you put into the underarms of your shirts and they absorb sweat. Undershirt is my go-to. Doesn't really answer your question, but it's a workaround solution. I get them out of my husband's shirts by dipping in OxiClean, scrubbing a bit, then leaving them to soak in the solution for several hours. I found that when I stopped using antiperspirant in favor of deodorant, the visible sweating and yellow pit stains were less of a problem. Sounds counterintuitive, but that's my anecdotal 2 cents. I'm here for this. Feel like I can only wear black because of it. I switched to black shirts. The problem is no longer noticeable. Switch from deodorant to glycolic acid from The Ordinary. It's advertised as skin toner, but the low pH kills the bacteria that causes underarm odor. Put it in a little atomizer spray bottle. It's posted all over TikTok and it's cheaper than any prescription strength deodorant or anything like that. Personally didn't really believe it until I tried it, but it's a solid option and a like $13 bottle lasts several months. Would like to know this too. Pit stains. Crunchiness of the armpit material is the main reason I toss out shirts myself. Make sure you are using a decent detergent in the laundry. Here are the current November 2023 Consumer Reports top detergents in order of effectiveness: Tide Plus Ultra Stain Release, Persil Pro Clean Stain Fighter, Tide Ultra Oxy, Tide Hygienic Clean Heavy Duty 10X, Persil Pro Clean Oxy Power, Persil Pro Clean Odor Fighter, Persil Pro Clean Original, Tide Ultra Oxy with Odor Eliminators, Kirkland Signature Costco Ultra Clean Liquid, Persil Pro Clean Sensitive Skin, Tide Eco Box Original, Tide Plus Bleach Alternative, Tide Heat Turbo Clean, Kirkland Signature Costco Ultra Clean Free Clear. Google laundry stripping recipe and do that every few months. It is so crazy what comes out. Before trying a new antiperspirant or deodorant, try showering at night, drying yourself, then applying your antiperspirant before going to sleep. Putting antiperspirant or deodorant on when getting dressed in the morning means it's still wet when you put your clothes on, increasing transfer to clothes and hasn't had as much time to settle on your skin and do its job. Switching to nighttime application has made laundry day in my house much easier. Spray antiperspirant or deodorant versus stick or roll-on. Game changer. Used to have to buy new white shirts regularly. Not once had to replace a white shirt since I made the switch years ago. Get Drysol. It's a prescription but totally worth it. Changed my life. I don't have to worry about anymore. It burns a little the first couple times you use it, but then you don't notice it. Buy pit pads. I have this issue too. I look for shirts that breathe better, color and material that doesn't show the sweat as much. I use Dr. Squatch deodorant. It doesn't help with the sweat, but my pits smell great. Thompson Tees undershirts. They have been one of the greatest wardrobe purchases I've ever made. I always wear a t-shirt under my good shirt. It's cheaper to buy new t-shirts than my good ones. Stop using aluminium deodorant. Also OxyClean in the spray bottle will remove most pit stains. It's not your pits, it's the antiperspirant. And I bet the antiperspirant doesn't stop you from sweating, at least that's my case. Easy fix, switch to using deodorant instead. I can smell everyone here. I don't even use deodorant and it still stains. Try adding a cup or two of regular pine sol to your laundry and see if that does the trick. Don't have pits. Have you tried stopping antiperspirant altogether? My family uses deodorant only, no antiperspirant. Bodies are made to sweat. Let yourself perspire, you just want to keep the stink away. We have found that by stopping antiperspirants, family members with foot odor no longer have that problem, as they are no longer blocking pores with antiperspirant. Botox works wonders. Wear undershirts. As a fellow heavy sweater, what worked for me was completely stopping using anything on my underarms for about a month. It was awful and I stunk, but after that month I was rid of sweating out all that aluminium and gunk, and now my sweat is clear and odorless and even less sweaty pits than when I was on antiperspirants. I throw on some natural stuff nowadays and bought a ton of expensive white t-shirts and I feel amazing every day. Not a pit stain in sight and they're breaking in so nicely. Drink more water. Try shaving your pits too. It's roll-on deodorant. Spray your pits with a stain remover before washing and change to an aerosol spray. Stop the ancillary attack. Give up on antiperspirants and use a daily regimen of antiseptic hibarclones. Just your pits. Daily WO anything else. You will sweat like you always would, but within a month you will no longer stain clothing. Smell is gone. You have created an ecosphere with a very limited bacteria flora as long as you follow the regimen of using hibarclones daily. I heard, eating too much protein causes underarm stains. By Depends bladder control guards. They are already an adhesive strip. If you was a heavy sweater you might need to go ahead and get some maxi pads. Stop eating red meat. Stop using antiperspirants. I saw a professional dry cleaner on a TV show who said even he can't get out the stains. And the aluminium has been linked with Alzheimer's. Do you work out in your t-shirts or are they for daily non-exercise wear? I saw a life hack of someone lining the armpit area of the shirt with a panty liner. Lol, I wouldn't do this if the shirt was see-through. But I have heard this helps. Soak in OxyClean or Resolve then wash, that's what I do. I don't know how to avoid them, but working a thick paste of baking soda into the pits an hour before washing my shirts warm makes them vanish. My pits have been stinking non-stop. Even right after a shower. I've switched up soaps, and tried a different brand of deodorant. I even used my wife's charcoal soap and still smells like BO straight out of the shower. Why? Treat the stain with rust remover. You can get it at the grocery store alongside the RIT dye. It'll dissolve the aluminium from your antiperspirant. If you have white stains, it's from the aluminium in your solid antiperspirant. Basically from overuse. I switched to a spray like Arid Extra Dry. It still has aluminium but it doesn't stain. I assume from better application control. I have fought this for many years. I tried that salt crystal deodorant, no aluminium, and it worked wonders. No odor. No stains. Rub it wet under your arms. Done. Short-term fix while you're looking for a long-term solution: buy sanitary pads, panty liners without wings from the supermarket and stick to inside of shirt pits. I switched to just deo from Anti. I was a bit swampy for a month as my body adjusted, but I was unemployed at the time, so no harm. Never another stain. It's your antiperspirant. You can get prescription strength antiperspirant that is extremely effective. I used Odoban, other brands exist too, a long time ago for heavy pit sweats, and it completely stopped me sweating in my armpits. Itches like a bitch to begin with, but from then on my pits were completely dry.